Hello, I'm Scuffed Roboticist, and this is part 2 of my event recap for the 2023 Brick Rodeo Event. This video will cover all of my fights with my 2-pound LEGO combat robot Avalanche, which is basically a fingertech beater bar clone, but in LEGO. The format for this event is different from most other robot combat events. There would be 9 rounds and 4 3-way rumbles in each round, so every robot would get 1 fight per round, adding up to 9 fights in total per robot. The rumbles were 3 minutes long at most and had a unique score system. The first bot knocked out of the rumble would get 3rd place, the second bot knocked out would get 2nd place, and the last bot standing would get 1st place. If more than one bot was alive at the end of the match, it would go to a judge's decision. 1st place would get 2 points, 2nd place would get 1 point, and 3rd place would get 0 points. The more points you earn, the higher your place would be at the end of the event. Let's go to the first fight. Avalanche's first match was against Epidemic, a 4-wheel drive vert, and BattleBot 5002, a 2-wheel drive modular bot that could be a vert or a hammer. This would be Avalanche's first fight, so I had no idea how it would perform, and because of that, I didn't really have a strategy going into this match. Avalanche got 1st place in its first match, and I learned a lot during it. Avalanche's weapon takes a long time to spin up because of the geared up weapon system, and it also can't do many hits in a short period of time. I can only do 1 or 2 hits, and then I have to back off and spin back up before I go in for another attack, which makes it really annoying to drive. It also oversteers like crazy, which is why I wasn't able to easily escape Epidemic when he pinned me in the corner. However, I also found out that my weapon hits really hard when I get a good hit. I also found a big problem for Avalanche, which would mess with me for the rest of this event. That problem was forks. The forks on Epidemic were doing a good job of stopping my beater bar before I could land a good hit on him, and I only got a good hit on him after I ripped off most of his forks. My second fight with Avalanche was against Minotaur, which ended up not being able to fight at this event, and John, a hard-hitting 4-wheel drive vert with terrible mobility. So in other words, this fight would be a 1v1 with Avalanche and John. The strategy for this fight was just to hit John anywhere, because I would win weapon to weapon every time, and he had almost 0 armor, so every hit that I landed on him would do something no matter where I hit him. Also, the camera started like 5 seconds late. Avalanche got first place in this match. Before the match, I made a deal with the driver of John to try to flip him back over every time he was on his back or side, which is why I kept hitting him while he was flipped. I ended up accidentally ripping all the electronics out of his bot. I helped him repair it afterwards, though, so everything was fine. Avalanche's third fight was unfortunately not recorded, but I think my opponents were Bruce and Alex, and I'm pretty sure I got first place in this match. Avalanche's fourth match was against Bruce, a two-wheel driver, and John, a four-wheel driver. Unfortunately, Bruce had to forfeit this match because of repairs, if my memory is correct. So it was basically another 1v1 with Avalanche and John, and the strategy would be the same as the last one. Avalanche got first place in this match. The driver of John decided to tap out this time instead of letting me flip him back over because his electronics started to fall out again. Avalanche's fifth match was against Deathkill, a big two-wheel driver, and BattleBot, which had just left the event early. I didn't really have any strategy going into this fight. Well, that was a big hit. Avalanche ripped the drive motors and wheels out and destroyed all of Deathkill's back armor with that shot. Avalanche's last match of day one was against Epidemic, a four-wheel driver, and Operation Overlord, a two-wheel drive drum. The strategy going into this fight was just to land as many hits as possible. This fight went to the judges, and Epidemic ended up taking first place, and Avalanche took second. In the first minute of this match, I broke both of Overlord's stilts, which prevented him from using his weapon and made his forks less effective. But halfway through the match, one of my crappy stilts snapped in half, and I was barely able to use my weapon and drive after that. If I didn't lose that stilt, I definitely would have won this match because Epidemic ran out of forks and Overlord couldn't use his weapon. Avalanche's seventh match, which was the first match for day 2, was against Bruce, a two-wheel drive vert and hybrid, a two-wheel drive hijinks style undercutter. Between the first and second day of Brick Rodeo, I made a huge upgrade to my crappy stilts and made them more sturdy so that they wouldn't snap on their own and so that they couldn't be taken off by verts. That combined with a new wedge I specifically designed to counter hybrid would help prevent my stilts from getting chopped off in this fight. The strategy going into this match was to take out Hybrid first because it was the bigger threat, and then to focus on Bruce. Avalanche got first place in this match. Hybrid got dismantled by both Avalanche and Bruce and was knocked out after I ripped off some of the wires on his battery, and after that I managed to get to the side of Bruce and flip him over. I stopped attacking because I thought Bruce would get counted out, but apparently he was showing enough motion, so I went in for another hit that ended up knocking him out. Avalanche's 8th fight was against Hybrid, a two-wheel drive hijinks style undercutter, and Avatron, a two-wheel drive beater bar. The strategy for this fight would be the same as the last one. Take out Hybrid with my wedge first, and then focus on Avatron. Avalanche got first place in this match, knocking out both opponents. Early on in the match, I landed that huge shot that separated the body of Hybrid from the Undercutter and knocked him out. And then I managed to flip Avatron with only 15 seconds remaining in the fight. The anti-horizontal wedge was slowly disintegrating throughout the match and was limiting my weapon contact with Avatron's chassis. Okay, so I made a small mistake earlier in the video. I said that there was 9 rounds in the tournament, but it turns out there was only 8, so we only have the tiebreaker match left. So it's now noon on the second day of Brick Rodeo, and we have just finished all of the rumbles. We took a look at the score and found out that Avalanche and Epidemic are both tied for first place. Since we both beat each other once in the rumbles, the event organizer agreed to let us have a 1v1 tiebreaker for first place.
Battle! This is for first place, everyone.
Nice. Oh, Don, there's another one, Don. God damn it. Oh, there you go.
Do I hit you again?
There we go, and we're back at it.
Sportsmanship! Yay! There you go. Woo!
Cleaning the We have movement. We got any more?
10, 9,
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's all over.
With this win, Avalanche gained another point and placed first out of the 13 bots at the 2023 Brick Rodeo event. Overall, I'm both happy and disappointed in the performance of Avalanche. It's a great crowd pleaser and dishes out big hits, but it's also very hard to control, and I'm not able to be as aggressive as I want to while driving it. The only way I can make the weapon system last longer is to reduce the gear ratio, which would take a lot of power out of the weapon. Avalanche will probably be back, but it will have a weaker weapon and probably a redesigned armor package. I've taken so long to edit this video that I've made a brand new robot and taken it to an event a few weeks ago. I will be posting an event recap for that one as soon as possible. Thank you for watching. Bye.